Hey guys, I want to show you some snacks that I have here that have helped me with my weight loss journey. I want to show you what I eat as snacks and let you know where I get them so that you guys can actually see what I eat as snacks in between meals that helps to get me through the day and keep my calories low. So I see there's already people jumping on. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 different snacks here I'm going to show you. And I'm going to go over them one by one. And these are snacks. I always have my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast is usually oatmeal with some berries and some maple syrup. That's only 15 calories for a quarter cup. Lunch, I usually have chicken or meat with vegetables. And dinner could be a combination of stuff. It could be eggs. It could be, sometimes it's oatmeal again. Sometimes it's another kind of meat, not processed meats. I used to eat a lot of lunch meat. I stopped eating lunch meat. I pretty much stopped eating bread unless it's part of a cheat meal. But my goal is to have my 3 meals a day, my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and try my best to keep them under 450 calories for each meal. And many of them are around the 400 calorie mark. And then I have snacks in between. Now, if I can get away without having my snacks in between, then I'm definitely keep my calories low. But I want to show you for almost 6 months now. I've got 14 or 15 more days left to hit my 6-month mark. So I want to go over these with you and show you what I eat as snacks to help me keep my appetite in check and keep cravings under check. The first thing that I love, all right, this is going to be backwards, but the Kind bars, okay? This is oats and honey, all right? This is 150 calories for this bar right here, okay? This is a good snack. Now, I actually get it. I go to Sam's Club, and I get a big box like this, okay? This box has these two in it, okay? The box has 32 bars, a mixture of both. And the first one it has is dark chocolate, nut, and sea salt. And this is 90 calories. And the other one I get, this is caramel, almond, and sea salt. So these here, the Kind bars, and this other Kind bar. These are great. I love these. What I do with many of these, I'm going to show you, is I keep these in my car. Before I started my weight loss journey almost 6 months ago, I had a habit of whenever I got hungry, I would actually go to Wawa, stop there, spend 5, 6, 7, sometimes $10 or $12 and buy junk food and snack on that. And my first month, my first full days, 30 days of not doing that and keeping snacks like this in my car with me, I actually, when I calculated how much money that I spent at Wawa the month prior, it was $200. I was averaging $50 a week. So I'm actually already saving $200 a month by having these snacks. Excuse me, my nose is running a lot. Allergies are kicking in. Now, sometimes these can be a little expensive, but that $200 a month that I'm saving well makes up for this, because I'm spending less than $50 a month for these snacks. So the first one is the Kind bars, And there's all different versions of these, but these are the ones that I like. And like I said, I get a lot of them in bulk from Sam's Club. You can also get them, you can actually get them at Wawa, but you pay more. You can get them at ShopRite as well. And you can also buy them on Amazon. Another one that I like is, and I get this from ShopRite, is this energy mix. Now, Wholesale Pantry is ShopRite's new brand, okay? And this particular one is sunflower seeds, raisins, cranberries, dried roasted salted soy nuts, apples, almonds, and walnuts. This is a pack here. This is 1.25 ounces is what this is, and total of 160 calories. And I also keep these in my car, maybe 2 or so in the car at a shot. And if I'm ever craving anything, this is a great snack that I have in between. It's nuts, it's healthy. This is the energy mix. There's also another one that ShopRite has. I forget which one that is, but you actually buy these in a bigger bag where there's about 20 of them or so that have these little packs like this. So this is something else I keep in the car. The next snack that I absolutely love is Greek yogurt. This stuff is awesome. This is the banana cream. And there are maybe 4 or 5 different flavors. But if you look, it's only 80 calories. And many times, I will not so much have this as a snack in between my meals, but I will actually have this as a dessert with my lunch. So you get 4 of them in a pack. I think it's like $5-ish or so for 4 in a pack. There's different kinds. There's the strawberry shortcake. There's banana cream. There's strawberry. There's blueberry. Peach. Peach is awesome. And I used to never like yogurt, but let me tell you something. This stuff has come a long way, and it tastes absolutely phenomenal. And I actually have to hide these. I have my own fridge in my garage where I keep all my foods that are meant for myself, and I actually have to hide these because they are so good. But the Greek yogurts are awesome. When I have my lunch, is usually when I'll have this as a dessert. My lunch is usually like 6 ounces of chicken, which is 150 calories, and then 1 cup of mixed vegetables, which is, I put in and it's 124 calories. I know it's closer to probably around 80 or so calories, but I do a mixed vegetable, so I put it up closer to a cup being 124 calories. So that's 250 calories right there, and then I add this 80 calorie Greek yogurt. So this is a huge, I'm going to call it a flavor saver. This stuff is awesome. So that's another snack that I have. Another one that I have is Power Crunch. This is a protein bar. I actually have a couple different protein bars I'm going to show you. This is a Power Crunch protein bar. These, I believe, you can also get at ShopRite and I believe Target. This is peanut butter fudge. This is 13 grams of protein and 5 grams of sugar. Now, the other ones that I have I'm going to show you are actually more protein and less sugar. But this is kind of like a wafer is what this is. And this tastes awesome. This is 215 calories and is an excellent snack. There's the peanut butter fudge version, and there's also hey Sandy, there's also a like a mint chocolate chip that tastes like the mint chocolate chip Girl Scout cookies. That one is awesome. That is my weakness. Mint chocolate chip is my weakness. So that's another one, the Power Crunch protein bar. Now, these other two, the Think bars, these I love. Now here, this one has 13, 13 grams of protein. These, and this has 5 grams of sugar. This has 20 grams of protein and no sugar. These I actually started out with. This is the This is the creamy peanut butter crunch. And then there is the brownie mix right there. These are 230 calories each right there. This is a thicker, heavier bar. This is more filling than this, and the other, the other things that I showed you. These two here are more filling. Okay. The brownie one is 230 calories, and the peanut butter one is also 230 calories. So if you're feeling like extra hungry, and you don't want to eat your next meal, something like this, these Think bars are great because they're very filling. I also, after I do a workout, whether it's at the gym or here on my treadmill, I got the treadmill here in the corner that I've been on every day. I will actually eat one of these or drink a protein shake that has a lot of protein in it after my workout, so that I have the protein that I need that's being absorbed by my muscles to help them. So these two, you can actually get these also at Wawa. That's the first time I saw them, but you can buy them in I think it's a 6-pack at Target. For about $5. Now, the Kind bars, these here, these are the cheapest. You can get a pack of, I think, 6 of these in one box, I think for like $3. The Kind bars are the cheapest ones out of all these. So, and then the other two I have are these right here. This I get from Sam's Club. This has 16 bars in it. These are protein bars also. One is chocolate peanut butter, and the other one is chocolate brownie. Okay. Now these, let me see, both of these have 20 grams of protein and 1 gram of sugar. I'm diabetic, soon to be not diabetic, so I have a lot of these bars that have the low sugar to keep my sugar levels low, and then the protein high. And both of these are 230 calories. I get this whole box at Sam's Club, which is 16 bars. I think it's like $18. So it comes out to a little bit less a bar, or a little bit under $1 a bar, and it's called the Premier Protein. These are very good. The sodium on each of these is 200 milligrams. I know that sodium, I try to keep my sodium for the day under, I think, 2,500 milligrams. Sodium also absorbs water. These others here, I watch my sodium. I've had people in the past say to me, what about all the carbs? Aren't there a lot of carbs? These are 20 carbs each. My carb count, I keep under, I think it's 250 carbs a day. I stay under that. A lot of people say, oh, you got to keep your carbs low. You got to keep your carbs low. No, you don't. You don't have to keep your carbs low. My limit for the day for carbohydrates is 250 carbs a day. And I have had so many people tell me what to do. Keep your carbs low. Do this, do that. But what I do, my method, has helped me to lose 52 pounds. So I have proved that what I do and what I eat, and I eat up to 250 carbs a day, helps me to lose weight. I'm coming up on April 28th is going to be my 6-month mark, and I'm going to be at 58 pounds lost at that point. Right now I'm at 52 pounds. So I've got 2 more weeks roughly to lose 6 more pounds. I know I can do it. One of the things that I'm doing to hit my goal, because I can't go to the gym because we're all under quarantine here, is I'm actually not eating as many of these snacks as I used to. All these snacks here, I am trying to cut out. Something else I do, it's a little trick for myself, is I go to bed earlier. I go to bed at like maybe 9 o'clock, where I would normally go to bed at maybe 10 or 11. And the reason I do that is because the earlier that I go to bed, the less likely it is that I'm going to grab one of these and add more calories to my day. So I'll sometimes go to bed early, even if I'm feeling hungry and it's like 9 o'clock and I'm feeling like, oh, I want to grab one of these snacks. I will actually, if I'm even somewhat tired, I'll go to bed. And I'll go to bed hungry. And during the night, you know, your body burns calories. Your body burns roughly about 100 calories an hour or so just when you're just like sleeping. So if I'm getting like 8 hours of sleep, I normally average about 7. I'm burning during the night roughly about 700 calories, 600 to 700 calories a night. So whenever you feel like you went to bed and you went to bed hungry and you wake up the next morning and you're feeling like thin, it's because you burn X amount of calories during the night. And I do that not very often because doing this now for 6 months almost, I've changed my mindset to where I can control my hunger, which I was never able to do before, but I do that now. And sometimes I'll occupy myself doing other stuff in case I get too hungry. But I just wanted to come on here. I wanted to show you the snacks that I'm eating. My journey is a 6-month journey. It started October 31st, and I have an end date of April 28th. That April 28th date is like 184 or 185 days, but I'm calling it my 6-month journey. Today is day 166 of 180, but it's actually like 184. And the goal of me doing this from day one, almost 6 months ago, was to reverse my diabetes. Totally reverse my type 2 diabetes. I've actually already done that, but my doctor has not confirmed that. I've already gotten below the level for being diabetic, and I'm in the pre-diabetic stage. So technically, I've already reversed my diabetes. I do have access to a tester that the doctors use as well that gives you an accurate reading of your A1C. And I do have access to that, and I have used that. And I used it about, like a day or two before quarantine. So maybe 3 weeks ago I used it. And my A1C level was below diabetic. So technically I already reversed my diabetes, but I haven't had my doctor confirm it yet. I have a doctor appointment on April 28th. I'm hoping I can still go to that so I can get the official, yes, you reversed your diabetes. And when that day comes, I'm going to be taking videotape of the doctor saying, you did it. That's the whole goal. And the way that I've done that is by lowering my sugars, watching what I eat, going to the gym 4 days a week. Right now I go to the treadmill 6 days a week, minimum. There's days where I don't feel like hitting that treadmill, like today was one of them, but I hit it anyway because I needed to make sure that I do that. So when I stay under my 2,000 calories a day, and when I hit the treadmill walking at like 3.3 speed for an hour, I end up doing 3.3 miles. I usually get on the scale the next morning, and I am about 6 to 7 ounces lighter than I was the day before. That's the whole goal, to wake up in the morning and to weigh less than I did the day before. So it's getting harder now that I'm down to like the last 10 pounds. It's getting much more difficult to do that now because I don't have the crazy weight that I had 6 months ago to lose. So it's getting much tougher now. I'm at 226 now. I was 278. That was my highest I've ever been in my life. I was 230 when I met my wife almost 10 years ago. So over 10 years, I went from 230 pounds to 278 pounds. And it was gradual. It was 5-10 pounds a year over those 10 years. And less than that, 5 pounds over those 10 years. And you get to the point where all of a sudden I'm diabetic, Da 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 da. And my doctor said on October 31st, I'm surprised you haven't had a heart attack or a stroke. And that's what triggered me to start my journey. But I wanted to come on here and I wanted to show you guys the snacks that I eat that have helped me. And I've been eating these snacks since for almost 6 months now. And they've helped. They help to control my sugar levels. They help to control my calorie intake and my weight. And I'm telling you something, these Kind bars are awesome. When I was bigger 6 months ago, I would eat 4 or 5 of these things, which would put me at 450, 550, about 600 calories. Now I eat one at 150 calories, but when I was bigger, my appetite was bigger. I discovered that the more things with sugar that you eat, the more things with sugar you're going to crave. Okay? So, like, I used to eat a lot of candy bars, which were packed with sugar. I didn't care. That's what I wanted. The Twix, the Kit Kats, and all that stuff. And the more I ate that kind of stuff, the more I wanted more of it, because, like, the sugar was attracting more sugar. And when I started to pull away from those things and not going to Wawa and getting the junk, and I started to pull back on the candy bars and all that other kind of stuff like that, and things that were packed with sugar, something else was cereal. I love Frosted Flakes. That is my most favorite cereal in the world, is Frosted Flakes. It's also packed with crazy amounts of sugar. I have not had any cereal in 6 months. I'm trying to think. I have not had any cereal in 6 months because they're packed with sugar. And so it took about 2 weeks of not eating those kinds of foods before my body and mind were working together, saying, okay, let's pull away, let's not eat all this sugar. And it took about 2 weeks for my body to tell my mind, we don't want to eat as much of it as we used to, because we're not craving it, because I'm not pumping as much sugar into my body as I was. So let me tell you something, guys. I know this because I don't want to keep this going on too long. 6 months ago, when I weighed 278 pounds, I was having sleep issues, sleep apnea, but I didn't have the machine. I could have had it. I could have used it. Snoring like crazy. I had an attitude, not generally in public, but I had an attitude, and I was having an attitude with my, sometimes with my wife, with my kids, and it was a direct result of my anger towards myself for letting myself get to where I was, and it started to affect my family. That was another big reason for me to start my journey. And since I've lost 52 pounds already, and I've got some more I want to go, another 15-ish or so to go, I have not had any sleep issues. I don't have sleep apnea anymore. I have reversed my diabetes, and I'm just waiting for the doctor to confirm that. And I have not gotten ticked off or anything in probably 4+ months, maybe 5 months. Weight definitely plays a big part in your life in a negative way. And you don't realize it, but the people around you realize it. And you don't realize it because you don't think it's a big deal. But in the back of your mind, you know that you are feeling that way because of how you feel. You can't look at yourself in the mirror, or you do, or you get embarrassed. Or when you go to the beach, the guys, we wear our shirts because we're afraid to take our shirt off, even at the beach, even in the water. I've been there. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a guy who's lost a shit ton of weight and knows how to do it and has done it. And if anybody calls me or anything and says, what have you done? I'm going to tell them what I've done, but that's my journey. I've got 2 more weeks to go till my journey ends. It's been 5.5 months. The time has flown by, and I'm coming out of this a stronger person, a stronger father, a stronger husband, and just more clear. I'm more clear with my work in the family business. I'm more clear with my own businesses that I have, I think, more clear because the clouds go away. So, but that's it, guys. I wanted to come on to you and show this to you. I didn't want to stay on too long, but I wanted to show this to you guys, show you the snacks that I use. If you're just jumping on now, go back to the beginning and you can watch this. I started hashtagging a while ago. Hashtag, this is my journey to reversing my diabetes. So if you go on my Facebook page and you click on that, you'll start to see my journey going back to October 31st. And see what I've done, my meal preps, the snacks, things like that, the food that I've been eating, exercising. Like I said, to sum it up real quick, I watch the snacks that I eat this protein type stuff. I stay under 2,000 calories a day, and when the gym is open, I go to the gym 4 days a week. The gym is not open, so I've got my treadmill. I always wear my sweatshirt when I'm on the treadmill, so I sweat as much as possible, and I do an hour on it at 3.3, so I'm doing 3.3 miles, and that's it. And the key is consistency. I have 2 cheat meals a week. I've actually had less than that a week being under quarantine because I can't really go out and do much. I don't want to do that. But I only have 2 cheat meals a week, maybe one on Tuesday and then one on Friday. Usually it's some sort of fast food, like Wendy's. I love Wendy's. And that's it. I don't have cheat days because at the end of the week on Sunday night, you want to be in a caloric deficit. Okay, caloric deficits happen from staying. You know, if my limit a day is 2,000 calories for the day, and I ate 1,800 calories that day, I now have a 200 calorie caloric deficit for that day. When I add my treadmill workout to that, if I burn say 300 calories, I'm now in a 500 calorie caloric deficit for that day. If you do that 7 days a week, that's 3,500 calories at the end of the week caloric deficit. 1 pound equals 3,500 calories. In the beginning, I was averaging 2 pounds a week weight loss. So I was in a caloric deficit of 7,000 calories a week. That's how you lose weight. Caloric deficit, combination of what you're eating and the gym. And I'll tell you that the food, the nutrition is 80% of losing weight, and the gym is only 20%. I could not use the treadmill at all, but if I still kept my nutrition under 2,000 calories a day or less, I would lose weight without even going to the gym. So it is a huge thing to watch your nutrition. So that's it, guys. I hope this helped some of you. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Like I said, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a guy who's lost a lot of weight and knows how to do it without going on any diet. I did not do any kind of diet at all. No keto, no fasting, no nothing. Just a couple things, key things I've done. Stay consistent and hold myself accountable to everybody, all my Facebook friends and my family that see what I'm doing. So that's it. Hope you guys have a good night. See ya.